I've always wanted to make music since I was a teenager. I just had to wait until I could grow a drummer, um, and then that's what I did.
Welcome to You're Alone with Trey Schneider. I have my guests here across from me. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I am Patrick.
Hi, Patrick.
I'm Ezekiel.
Hi, Ezekiel. Welcome. Thank you guys for coming on. So, this interview, it's going to be silly. It's going to be similar to some of the other ones that I've done. Ezekiel probably hasn't heard anything I've done, and that's okay.
Yeah, no.
That's all right. That's more than okay. But a lot of this has to do with the band that you two form. So we're gonna just jump right into it. Let me get over here and click. All right. So what is Switchblade Squirrel?
It's a band.
It is a band. Tell me about the Switchblade. Tell me about the squirrel.
We play music.
Really?
This guy's got it.
Yeah, he's got it figured out. All right.
Yeah. So we both play music. I play guitar and I sing. Usually.
Yeah.
Once in a while I play bass. Most of the time Ezekiel drums and plays bass.
Okay.
Also when there's ukulele, he does that, and when there's piano, he does that, and sometimes he sings too. So really, he's carrying us.
So Ezekiel is Switchblade Squirrel, and Patrick is just there.
Yeah. We didn't make this clear. Ezekiel's my son.
Ezekiel is his son.
I've always wanted to make music since I was a teenager. I just had to wait until I could grow a drummer, and then that's what I did.
You made a band.
Yeah, exactly.
You made a band. That is awesome. All right. So I have some songs here from Switchblade Squirrel, and so
Are they any good?
Well, we're gonna let the listeners decide.
Oh man.
So listeners, go listen. You can find them everywhere. Find Switchblade Squirrel, listen to them. But I have 5 songs here from both of your albums, as well as one song. So 2 from each of your albums and 1 from your Christmas EP. Okay. And you're gonna blindly rank them from 1 to 5 without knowing what comes next.
All right.
Okay. All right. Oh, I could have put that. I just explained that. All right.
What?
First one, Flagstaff.
I would put that at like a solid 3. It's like a good middle ground.
Okay, Patrick.
It's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3. We definitely have better songs, but we definitely have worse songs too.
Okay. Lying Liar, who lies a lot.
So to be clear, is number 1 like the best song?
No. This is just the order. I should have put this on a bulleted list, but this was one of the last slides I was putting together.
But how we rank it is 1 the best?
Oh
or
yeah,
is-
1 is the best,
Okay,
5 is
okay,
the
yeah.
worst. Yeah. Not the worst, but 5 is your least favorite.
It's
1
the
is your
worst.
most.
It's probably the worst.
You haven't even heard the worst. It's only on YouTube.
Which is where I got this great picture, by the way.
That's us.
That is you guys.
A couple years ago. Oh, Lying Liar.
Yeah.
So that one's kind of sentimental to me because it's one of the first ones that we actually wrote like for Switchblade Squirrel.
Okay.
At the same time, I feel like it was at a point where we weren't recording things as well as we should have. So, it's more popular than I'd like it to be. I'm gonna go 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to decide whether I think it's better than Flagstaff or not. I think I would also put Lying Liar at 4, to be honest.
So should we just combine your lists? Because so far they're identical.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
There's gonna be blood before long.
All right. Cheer Up, It's Christmas. If you guys can't tell, this is from the Christmas EP.
Interesting. Honestly, like that one and the last song on our Christmas EP, we kind of think of as 2 of our best songs.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that at number 2, just thinking there might still be a song better than it.
Okay.
I'm afraid there might be 2 songs better than it though.
Yeah, I think I would put that song at number 1 because I can't. That's probably one of my favorite songs we've done. It's one of the most fun. So I don't know. The other good song on the Christmas EP is definitely my favorite that we've like ever done.
That song's called "Ring the Bells."
Ring the Bells.
It is, yeah.
it's a Christmas song, but people listen to it year round because it's that festive.
That festive. It's a good one.
Specifically me.
All right. All right. The fourth song, Never Yours.
I'm putting that at 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one hurts me to put at 5 because honestly, as far as playing it, it's one of my favorite songs to actually play.
Yeah.
Um, not that long ago, we actually like it's the first time maybe, well, not ever, but in a while that we actually like played together.
Okay.
Um, and we actually played that song, and it was a great time. But there were so many things wrong with the way we recorded it that, like, looking back at the song that people hear on Spotify, yeah, it's kind of low.
Gotcha. Okay. And then this last one's my personal favorite. It's the one I've listened to the most. Oh, she's probably there. I'm sorry I ate your wonton soup.
Yeah, and I would have put that at number one, honestly.
I think on my list that's pretty solid at number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So not too bad. Not too much blood being spilt so far.
Had I seen all of them before, I probably would have still ordered them the same way.
All right. Oh, well, this was supposed to be one at a time. But
Oh,
as you can
man.
tell, I'm getting tired. All right. So I didn't know that Ezekiel was coming on. So a lot of these were geared straight for Patrick, but I'll let you guys both answer them. So question number one, where is your favorite place that you've ever lived? Because I know that Patrick's lived in a couple different places.
Yeah, I would say that right now I live in my own apartment in Sholo, Arizona, and I'm pretty happy there. It's probably my favorite place, but I don't have a lot of places that I've lived, so
Oh, I don't have a whole lot of places to choose from either.
yeah.
Yeah, as far as like houses where I've lived, like the one I live in now is my favorite. As far as like geographical, I have fond memories of living in San Diego.
That's one of the places that I want to live, and it's like I hear that it's trashy, but it's like I don't mind that.
It's not bad. I mean,
Yeah,
by California standards, it's better than a lot of places.
yeah. All right. What is your favorite instrument to play live?
So not that I've actually played any instruments live, but just like my favorite instrument to play in general is the drums.
Which I feel like, excuse me, playing live that would be really fun.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Yeah, definitely guitar for me. No, not even a question.
The only time I've ever played an instrument live, it was the ukulele. So, if someone were to ask me that question, that would be it. Um, all right. When writing a song, do you guys start with the lyrics or the music first?
So if I write a song, I start with the music because I usually don't write the lyrics. I've written the lyrics to one song,
Which
but
song was that?
it's called "Nothing Will Save You."
Okay.
Otherwise, just the music for me. I don't do many lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah, when I write a song, I almost never write like just lyrics first. Usually, it's like I'll have the lyrics and like kind of a melody that go along with it.
Okay.
But I think some of our best songs, like we've kind of like worked together on, and we've started with a chord progression or something, and like kind of fleshed out the music of the song before we started putting words to it.
Okay. Um, so besides drums, when you guys are coming together to make music, because typically you got to have like a beat, but like you just said, also having a chord progression is kind of important. What's the first instrument that you try to write the music for first?
So I think that a lot of our songs start with like more of a guitar, like chord progression kind of stuff like that. We kind of build off of that, and then when we actually record it, uh, we always do the drums first, and then usually it's the bass second, just because it's a more natural way to build it. I feel like at least.
I think yeah, like, kind of like almost building from the ground up. I feel like that. Yeah, that
Yeah, yeah.
works.
Yeah, everything you play kind of like we kind of record things with like it's going to be easier to record the bass if you have the drums,
Yeah.
because you're kind of playing along with that tempo.
Yep.
And then you've got like your the core of your rhythm section, so it's going to be easier to do that stuff before everything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, for writing, I think most often we probably do start with guitar.
Okay. Awesome. Dream live performance location for Switchblade Squirrel. If you guys could play anywhere, right? And you have fans. Like fans are coming out in the droves. You're sold out. People are fighting in the streets for tickets. But you can play anywhere.
I'll be honest, I've had so many good times at the Van Buren, I just want to play there.
Low key, I feel that, man. Like that's such a good atmosphere.
Yeah, I could probably agree with that because I haven't really thought of places that I would play. Um, but I think like a smaller venue is like kind of more intimate. I think it would feel better, honestly.
Like the Van Buren is like perfect because you can get a lot of people in that room, but it does like it's closed in. It feels intimate.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is like you always like that's the shows that I enjoy going to,
Yeah,
and I feel like you'd want to play the kinds of shows that you would enjoy being at.
exactly. I agree. All right. So, space cats or space cowboys?
I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna go with Space Cats.
Yeah,
So I've got a calendar at work
that's
where
why this is in here.
I work roughly 15 to 20 feet away from Trey's desk,
Yep.
and I've got a calendar with space cats on it,
It's
and
best part of my day.
they're like writing donuts and stuff. It's
One's in a salad currently.
yes, that's accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, always space cats. Yeah.
Okay. Are the bills on geese meant to be magnetic?
So this also has to do with work. Um, Interestingly enough, I have a statue of a goose on my desk that has a magnet in its bill. Um, and Ezekiel's girlfriend gave that to me for Christmas. Not this past year, but the year before. Um, so yeah, I mean, the answer is yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So Ezekiel.
Yeah, I think the answer is yes, just because I've never seen a goose any other way. So
So Ezekiel, what do I got to do to get a magnetic bill goose from your girlfriend?
you probably just have to ask,
Cool.
honestly.
All right, we'll talk off the pod. As a Toyota driver, okay, are you a Chevy or a Dodge guy?
Weird.
I
Had a
know
lot of fun
this.
writing that one.
Yeah, this question wasn't meant for me, but I am also a Toyota driver.
No, so it was meant for you because it
I
just
was.
says as a Toyota driver.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dodge because I've heard less bad things about Dodge than I have about Chevy. So
Yeah,
There you go.
there are actually 3 Toyota Corollas parked outside right now. So
That's what I'm talking about. All right, now this one is definitely for Patrick going into his work history. What's the weirdest hobby you had to deal with working at the hobby shop? I've wanted to ask this question a long time, and I've refrained from doing it because I wanted to ask it on the pod.
so I don't know. There are a lot of things that are weird in a sense like you've never really heard of them before, but they're still kind of cool. Um,
I'm asking like weird, like they came in and they asked you, and you go, "I'm uncomfortable." If you
so
can share.
so when I managed the hobby shop, we sold model rockets,
Okay.
and there was basically a guy who was asking about ways that you could weaponize them.
Oh, geez.
So that's for terms of in terms of like what made me uncomfortable. That was it.
Okay. Do you have any weird hobbies that you heard about at the hobby shop? Maybe when you're visiting.
yeah, no.
All right. Would you rather live in space or at the deepest point in the ocean? And you can't return to the surface or like return back to Earth. Like you choose one of these places and that's where you stay. But ideally, you have enough supplies to last you the rest of your life.
I'm gonna go with ocean.
Yeah.
I get to see all the animals go past me, and
Yeah.
there's not really like space sharks or anything, or
Space cats.
unless
Space cats, man.
I'm gonna go with space because otherwise I won't ever know if there's space sharks out there.
It's a good thing you went second on that one.
this guy's always progressive.
All right. How do you feel about space cat calendars?
Best calendars in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. New segment. This is a brand new segment. This is the last thing I put together before I came here. I thought of this and I thought it was genius. It's probably not as genius as I think it is, but I had a lot of fun with it. So the segment is called "What Did ChatGPT Just Say?" So I asked ChatGPT the following prompt, and I want you guys to guess what it is. So in 30 words or less, define the music style of Switchblade Squirrel. Can you guys guess what he said or
Oh,
what it said?
oh heck.
It's a tough one.
I emo alterna folk.
We have just created new
Core.
words.
I'm not creative enough to answer this question.
All right. Well, I took a screenshot and added it if you guys want to see what ChatGPT
Yes,
said.
definitely.
So, in 30 words or less, define the music style of Switchblade Squirrel. And it says Switchblade Squirrel's music style is typically characterized as punk rock, known for its fast paced rhythms, aggressive vocals, and energetic performances that often incorporate elements of skate punk and hardcore punk. So, do you feel like that's accurate?
Uh, it's not what I would say, but uh, are my vocals aggressive?
They in like one or two songs, yeah.
I mean, you scream sometimes. That's something. I do like the paced rhythms. I like
Agreed, yeah.
I lean towards high energy stuff. So
All right.
I would like to point out that ChatGPT's response is 31 words long.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I gave it a very specific prompt.
is it counting fast paced as
Oh,
one
as
word
one.
with a hyphen?
As
yeah,
one
because
word.
I
Oh.
counted that as 2 words. So
Oh,
that's
a hyphenated word I think counts as one, at least in everything I've ever worked in.
it's cheating with that hyphen.
Yeah.
I would say like extra points for getting it on the dot. 30 words.
Yeah. All right.
They could have like hyphenated skate punk and but whatever.
it's
Just fast paced. That's it.
Listen, Chat GBT people. This is what I think you should do.
And you should listen to what we have to say. All right. So, final thoughts. Or are they the final thoughts? I don't know. They are. But final thoughts.
We have to stop thinking after this.
Yes, please.
Does final thoughts imply that I'm like just gonna die after this? Like I just flop over? That's it.
It won't.
Ideally not.
Ideally,
we've got
no.
More stuff to record.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need your
just
guys' help. I have album ideas, and I can't play more than the ukulele and sometimes bass. So
Just put me back to work.
Trey says to me one day, he's like, you gotta listen to this idea. Trey featuring Switchblade Squirrel. I'm like,
Trey and the Switchblade Squirrels.
all right. Wow.
Just
I don't like the sound of that.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, I don't know.
So my final thought is, I do have album ideas.
Okay.
I'm working on songs of my own.
Okay.
They're terrible. I'm a terrible songwriter, by the way.
We could work with that.
So typically, I start with a 21 Pilots song that I really like and work backwards.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
copyright's an issue.
honestly, like we definitely have songs where we can sit there and be like, well, this part came from this song, this part came from this song.
As
And
long as there's 2 or more, it's not
we-
copyright.
Yeah, we've got one song. It's probably like we've got a song called Adam.
Yeah.
That's probably like for both of us one of our favorite songs.
Which actually almost made it on here. I was trying to decide. Sorry, it was Flagstaff, Adam, and my father, and I was
Yeah.
like, which one of these should I put on with? Sorry, I ate your wonton soup, and I threw Flagstaff on there just because it's a place that we all know. and
we
love.
do, yeah, and it's about that place.
I
Yeah.
assumed it was. Yeah,
It's not just a random,
it's
joining
not about the
words,
staff
yeah.
of a flag.
Oh man.
All right. See,
Um,
I asked the deep questions here.
No, but yeah, that that song. I think we probably have like 7 or 8 different songs that's just like a
Threw them all in the
mishmash of,
blender.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're definitely like I like the pre-chorus of this song. Well, I want to do something that sounds like that.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, so just keep your eyes peeled. I could have an album out any day now.
I feel like with the way you've mentioned our involvement, we'd probably know about it before it happened.
Oh, sorry, not you guys, the listeners.
Oh, okay.
The
got it.
listeners, keep
Yeah.
your eyes peeled. There could be an album out any day now.
You were looking me in the eye, so
I tend to do that at work a lot. I'm just looking at Patrick and I'm talking to Michael, and it's just all over the place. But anyways, thank you guys for coming on. I had a lot of fun.
yeah, thanks for having us.
First of all, this is the end of the podcast. After you stop hearing my voice, go over to your music streaming service of choice and give Switchblade Squirrel a listen. I'm just tripping over my own words. That's not even, yeah. Promise you'll be entertained. You'll have a good time. I listen to them usually on my way to basketball in the mornings. That's what gets me pumped up, ready to go. So, um, give them a listen, give them a follow on social media. Um, they're like I said, they're a lot of fun. I loved having them on the podcast today, and I'll see you guys next week.